3/4 inch birch plywood. Now get it cut every 2 foot for my cabinets.
So you want
$150. Could you have bought a cabinet for $150? Sure you could have. But why when you can do it the hard way? Oh, my daughter is here to help me hold the boards up, and I'm actually going to put the lower part of the wall in so I can put my shelf in for the stove and the refrigerator and go camping next weekend. Okay, this is going to be the countertop for the refrigerator cabinet with the stove on top. And I'm going to put some pocket holes on the opposite side and glue it together. Okay, so far this is what I have. It's glued and screwed. This piece I just done, this piece is already and dry. So I'm going to connect these two together, and then I still have one more board to put in with it. The other board is going to make it probably 2 or 3 inches too wide, but that's what I have to play with because I'm going to put another piece on the end of this to make it look like it's thicker than what it really is. It's very lightweight because I used thin boards. But when I put that other piece on the end, it's going to look like I used thicker board than I did. Finally getting the rest of the ceiling up. If you can tell me how many times I say 3/4 inch birch plywood, you can have this camera. This is 3/4 inch birch, and I had it cut in 4 pieces, so it's 2 foot, 4 pieces of 2 foot wide, and I'm going to cut a foot off of it. Okay, so if you put this up against the wall, see that gap? Amazon, where we are working with 3/4 right here. You put this up against the wall. Okay, this is what I scribed. What has to come off. Got my kid here helping me stain. This is a beautiful piece of wood. It's birch, 3/4 inch. I don't see why people buy this and then paint it when it's so pretty. Look how pretty. Oh yeah? As usual, run out of daylight. So we got the puck lights on. Refrigerator part's done. Now we're gonna work on the stove part over here. Run out of daylight, but to show you, this is 3/4 inch plywood, so it's kind of heavy. So I don't have a bottom or a back. I'm just using the floor and the wall to save on weight. Here we go. I've never played with one of these before. It will be interesting. Lightly sanded again. First time working with unicorn spit as well. already know I'm going to replace this because it's starting to bow already. So I'm going to use 2x4s. I don't even have it cut out correctly. I need to cut more. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour a little bit of liquid glass on it. I'm getting ready for work. I actually used the shot glass, two shot glasses of the liquid glass and 1 shot glass of hardener. I'm going to go ahead and pour it on here because I am going camping, so I need a temporary countertop. I'm going to quit playing with it and let it self-level. I'm going to go ahead and pop the bubbles. Like I said, I don't really care what it looks like right now because it's already starting to bow. So I'm going with 2x4s. I tried to make it lighter, but you can't be cheap on some things. It needs to go ahead and be thicker so it doesn't bow. So the 2x4s will probably bow as well, but they're a lot thicker, so it'll take longer for it to bow. Got here at dark. There's Carol and Frank. I set up in the dark, but I got set up. The restrooms and a shower. Good. 2 showers. Electric blanket going. Fireplace going. They said they don't like raw onions. Who can eat raw onions?
Oh my God.
So I know I'm not the only van conversion person that actually goes camping before the van is finished, but it does help me want to hurry up and get another thing done, which will be the wall, so the lights don't come in this way. I've been putting a blanket up or a curtain, and I'm going to put a half a wall behind me and then a black curtain on this side where Dude is at, so the swivel chair can turn around. So I am headed to Home Depot to get some 1x1s to make my wall frame. I want to get that up today because I am also camping next weekend. Pulling out of my spot. So pulling out of my spot and going to say goodbye to these 2 wonderful people that I met through a hiking group. I love when things happen for a reason. I really enjoyed my visit with them, and I absolutely enjoyed the stay at Roan Mountain State Park. Don't you absolutely hate it when you make a rookie mistake? This side's painted. Except the only thing is, I did it backwards. Oh, I have to say this is one of the hardest things to paint. I rolled it, now I'm going through to get the cracks, and then I'll have to roll it again. Okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm making the frame for the blue panel that I'm painted blue, and it's going to go right here behind the seat for a half a wall so I can still get through. You know, you think it would be easy to make a wall, but it's 66 inches here on top of the board. 66 inches. But then over here, it's like 64. Now see, my thing is, why even bother making things square when nothing in the van is square? That's actually square right now. But that wall has to be cut so messed up in order to fit. I've been at it since after camp. Let me show you what I mean. Down here is about 29 inches. You come in the middle, 27.5. And then I know what on the top is going to have to be a freaking jigsaw puzzle. See, this is the thing about me. First I had to finish the rest of the ceiling there. And now I have to finish the rest of this here. So the wall will have something to screw to. So I get ahead of myself and I have to finish one thing before I could do another. I am going to have 2 more boards going across here, so it won't sit and wobble. I always run out of daylight. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. I'm going to cut this and I'll take a picture, I guess, because I'm going to be doing it with the lights on in the van. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. So before I get my jigsaw cut out, I forgot. I have to stain this right here. See what a drastic slant the van is on? This is almost 67 on this side, and this is 65. It is a lot of cardboard cutting. I have beat this thing to death, so now I'm going to have to get a small piece of trim board to hide that. What it seems like 100 cuts later, it should fit. It's up. Like everything else, that took way too long to do. Moral of the story is, don't think anything is, let me hurry up and get this done before work. That's why this isn't finished yet. It was only there so I could go camping this weekend that I absolutely enjoyed. And I'm going camping this following weekend as well. So now it'll be easier to put a curtain across here instead of all the way across. Thank you so much for watching.